In this session, I'll be talking about emotional resilience. So do we have anyone at all that want to tell me the meaning of resilience? Don't be shy to speak up. All right, go ahead.
In my understanding, resilience is the ability to fall back and still get up again on your feet. Ability to fall down and still bounce back up strong.
Perfect. Perfect. I wish I could clap for you. That is perfect. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, ma. Can I explain what resilience means?
Yes, go ahead.
Resilient means to stay strong and being able to handle or cope with situations where things are difficult.
That's wonderful. I already said that we have leaders in this class and you are all displaying your leadership abilities. That is wonderful. That is perfect. So both of you nailed it. You just nailed it perfectly on the head. So ability to bounce back, that is resilience. So, but today we are going to be focusing on how to bounce back emotion-wise. That is emotional resilience. So as I'm talking, I'll be trying to share my screen with all of you. So, but while I'm trying to do that, let me keep speaking, and hopefully the screen will come up shortly. All right, so emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back after you have had something knock you down emotionally. So your emotions, I'm sure we know all the emotions like the joy, the sadness, the happiness, the boredom, anxiety, depression, all of those are your emotions, okay? So, but ability to bounce back, especially from negative emotions, that is what we are talking about. Ability to bounce back, especially from negative emotions. Since you know the meaning of resilience and you know the meaning of emotions, so when you bring the two of them together, it simply means emotional resilience. That is ability to bounce back after something has hit you hard, or after something has knocked you down, or after something has weighed you down. Ability to adapt, ability to cope. So not remaining in that place of sadness. Peradventure, something happened and made you sad. All right. So emotional resilience means after something negative happens, after something unpleasant happens to you, what do you do? Do you stay there and remain there and start feeling sorry for yourself? Or do you take the next step and say, no, I'm going to do better. I'm going to strive to be better. I'm going to improve in so and so areas. So if you're already thinking of the next step, it shows you have emotional resilience. But if you are just staying there, how you got that result, you are staying there, you're just feeling sorry for yourself. You're not feeling as if the whole world is about to end. You're not feeling as if you are a dullard. You're not feeling as if you can't make it in life anymore. It shows you do not have emotional resilience. So I'm taking my time to break it down so that all of us can understand. Your ability to have emotional resilience is very, very important. It determines how far you will go in life. It determines how far you will go in life. Emotional resilience is mental strength, the same way we have physical strength. That's how we have mental strength. Are you strong emotionally, or do little things knock you down? After you have been knocked down by something, do you remain down? Or you pick yourself up and you move? You start thinking of the next thing to do. Which category do you belong? I want everybody to start thinking of the category they belong to now. Do you have emotional resilience or not? So if you don't have emotional resilience, we are going to teach you how to have emotional resilience today in this class. Emotional resilience is not denial. It's not you saying, some people, when they don't perform well in exams, they start saying it is the teacher that didn't mark it well, or it was the teacher that did not teach us well, or it was my parents that did not put me in a good school. They'll just look for any reason, another reason, and blame it on that thing. So they are in denial. They don't want to accept the fact that the fault could be their own. It could have come from them. They don't want to accept the fact that they can do better. When they try next time, they can do better. They don't want to accept that. They're just looking for who to blame. Emotional resilience is not avoiding hardship. Some people avoid hardship. Some people actually think that life is bread and butter. They think that everything will be going perfectly all the time. So if you are here and you are thinking like that, I want to tell you that you are wrong. Life has challenges. Sometimes in life, you will face challenges, different kind of challenges. Now, your ability to bounce back after that challenge, it shows that you have emotional resilience. But if you cannot bounce back after a challenge that life throws at you, it shows you do not have emotional resilience. So we have high resilience and we have low resilience. If you are here and from what I've been saying, you can see that you don't really have emotional resilience. Don't worry, we are coming to you, okay? We're going to touch everyone. So some people have high resilience, some people have low resilience. So even if you are here and you have low resilience, you can learn it. And I'm going to teach you how to do that, how to boost your resilience, how to build your resilience. So naturally, some people have high resilience and some people have low resilience. High resilience, those people that are able to stay calm under pressure. They remain calm. Even when things are not going well, they are able to remain calm. They don't freak out. They don't let things knock them down too much. Even when something knocks them down, they are quick to bounce back. So their bounce back period is quick, is short. They bounce back fast. It shows they have high resilience. And these are also people that are able to regulate their emotions. They have emotional intelligence, right? So if you have emotional intelligence means you understand your emotions, you can regulate it, and you understand the emotions of those around you, and you can regulate it. What I mean by regulating the emotions is that when you are happy, you don't let that happiness or joy or gladness get overboard. You control it. Because you might be happy, maybe because you got a good result last time, you might be happy, but what of your brother? What of your friend? What of your neighbor? Did they also perform excellently like you? So if you performed excellently and if those around you did not perform excellently and you don't even care, you're just jumping all over the place, you carry your results, you are shouting, you are screaming, you shout the house down, you go to your friend's house, you scream. Meanwhile, your friend did not perform well. Do you see? So it shows you don't have emotional intelligence, because if you have emotional intelligence, you understand that, oh, this other person is sad and I am happy. So I need to regulate my own, not dim my joy now. I will not dim my joy. But there is a way I will express my joy that will not make the other person feel sad. Or I can even move away from where this other person that did not perform well is. I move away from there and I go and express my joy, but not in the face of the person that is feeling sad. So it shows that I have emotional intelligence. I understand my own emotions. I also understand the emotions of those around me. It's the same for when I'm feeling sad. So when I'm feeling sad, I will not oppress everyone around me with my sadness. Because I'm sad does not mean everyone in the world should also become sad. No, when I have emotional intelligence, I am able to regulate the sadness I am feeling so that it doesn't spill over to other people. Because sadness is normal. Emotions are normal. Those sadness, those anger, those. So when you are angry, are you able to regulate it? It's part of what we are talking about. All those emotions, anger, sadness, joy, glad, all those emotions, they are normal. They are natural. So I tell people that emotions are not the problem, right? But what do you do with the emotions? That is the important thing. The emotion is not the problem. What do you do with the emotion? That is the problem. So we are not here to talk about emotional intelligence today. I just diverted. So let's go back to what we are talking about. Now, we've talked about people that have high resilience, emotional resilience. Now, we go to people that have low emotional resilience. These are people that feel stuck or overwhelmed. So those are people that have low emotional resilience. Again, people that have low emotional resilience, they struggle to cope. They struggle, they're always struggling. And they have anxiety and depression. For someone to have anxiety, for someone to have depression, anxiety and depression, they are from negative emotions. And the base of this anxiety and depression, it starts from boredom and sadness. When some people are bored and when some people are sad, it develops, it advances into anxiety and depression. It graduates into anxiety and depression. That is why any emotion that you are feeling, you should be able to regulate it so that it does not graduate, it does not grow into another emotion, into a higher emotion, right? So understanding your emotion and regulating them are very, very important. Okay, so we have looked at high emotional resilience. We have looked at low emotional resilience. So for instance, you are here, you have been asking, how do I build my emotional resilience? I have low emotional resilience, or I have zero emotional resilience. How do I build it? Number one, you need to learn it. Learn it. It is very easy, right? But it will not just come to you like that. You have to learn it and you have to practice it. Okay, for instance, let me give you an instance. If someone gets you angry now, today, someone got you angry and you reacted, you screamed, you pushed the person, you used abusive words on the person, that is a reaction, right? Then, because you are now learning emotional resilience, because you are learning emotional intelligence, you will now say, no, I don't want to be behaving like this when someone gets me angry anymore. I want to build my emotional resilience. So the next time somebody gets on my nerves, I'm going to be calm. I'm going to respond. I'm not going to fight when somebody annoys me or offends me. I'm not going to fight anymore. I'm going to talk to the person. I'm going to make the person understand that what they did, I don't like it. So I will like them that they should not repeat it next time. I'm going to talk calmly to the person. You see where we started from? Initially, when someone offends you, you fight, you push, you insult, you abuse. That's where we started from. But now we want to grow. So the next time, it can be a goal. You can set an emotional resilience goal or emotional intelligence goal and say the next time somebody annoys me, I won't fight anymore. I will calmly talk to the person, or I will report to an adult. You see, you have moved from fighting, from quarreling, to reporting to an adult or calmly talking to the person. This can be the goal for somebody. So you learn how to be calm. You learn how to be relaxed. No matter the emotion that is bubbling up in you, no matter the emotion that some other person is bringing to you, because people will provoke you, people will annoy you. Some people are very annoying. I hope you know. Some people in your class, in your school, in your neighborhood, they are very annoying. Some of them are deliberately annoying. But you will not let them get to you. Don't let them get to you. Because when they get to you, you feel sad. When they get to you, you feel angry. When they get to you, you lose it. So it is left for you to train yourself, train your emotions and say, when someone makes me angry the next time, I'm not going to fight anymore. I'm not going to yell at the person anymore. I'm going to control the emotions. Another way you can build your emotional resilience is to use affirmations, right? So who among us here has an affirmation that they say daily? Does anyone have affirmations they say daily? Anyone here?
Yeah.
Do you have okay, great. Do you want to share your affirmation with us?
Yes.
Please do.
I am bold, I am strong, I am smart, I can do anything. Jesus loves me, I am the light of the world.
Amazing. How often do you say these affirmations?
Every morning after the
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Keep it up, all right? That's great. So you can use affirmations. So if you are here, you're in this class and you want to build your emotional resilience, you can use affirmations. You can say, I will not yell anymore. I will not scream anymore. I will not fight anymore. I will be calm. I will be relaxed. Even when someone provokes me, I will be relaxed. You see, you can use these as affirmations and you practice it. You practice it daily. You keep saying it. And before you know it, it becomes a part of you. Another way to build your emotional resilience is to practice breathing exercises. Breathing exercise. So I want all of us to unmute our mic. We're going to do this breathing exercise together. Okay, so we call it the 4 seconds breathing exercise. 4 seconds. Good. Please unmute your good. I can see us unmuting our mics. Good, great. So if you have unmute your mic, so let me explain. You breathe in for 4 seconds. You hold the breath for 4 seconds. You breathe out for 4 seconds. I'll explain it again. Breathe in for 4 seconds. So you'll be counting. 4 seconds is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you hold your breath for 4 seconds. Then you breathe it out slowly while counting 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the breathing exercises. Okay, so let's go. Are we ready? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we breathe out slowly in 4 seconds. Perfect. How do you feel?
Better.
Better, relieved. Good. If you did it well, you will feel a sense of, there's a new sense of awareness that will come over you. So breathing exercises help us to build our emotional resilience. I'll tell you how that works. When someone annoys you, or when someone triggers you, because some things or some people can trigger you, maybe a bad result can trigger you, or maybe a friend can trigger you to lose your emotional balance. So when anything like that, negative like that happens, before you say anything, before you do anything, before you speak, before you raise your hand, before you open your mouth, before you do anything, just do your 4 minutes exercise. Do your breathing exercise. Just breathe in and breathe out. Maybe the person wanted you to fight. Okay, the person wanted you to fight, and you just look at the person, you breathe in quietly without saying a word, you breathe out. By the time you will speak, okay, by the time you will respond to what this person has said, you will be calmer, you will be calm, you will be relaxed. That is what this breathing exercise does for you. So you can see that it is helping you to build your emotional resilience. Even when your younger brother or your younger sister wants to get you angry, you can just practice your breathing exercise. Before you say anything, just do it. You see that by the time you want to speak, you'll become calm. All right, let me move fast now. Learn to respond, not react. Let me explain that. Reacting means when somebody tells you you are stupid, and you now say you are mad. Can you see? You reacted. You are returning fire for fire. That shows low emotional resilience. Somebody will just come and tell you, you are stupid. The next thing you will say, without thinking, you just say you are mad. You are reacting. So you learn to respond. Respond means when the person said you are stupid, you look at the person. You are not saying anything yet. You look at the person. You smile. The person, do I look stupid to you? No. In me and you now, who is the stupid person? How am I stupid? Do you see? Your response shows maturity. See, because you learned emotional resilience. You don't react anymore. You respond to people. You respond to situations. So even if you didn't perform so well in an exam, or even if you set a goal and you couldn't achieve it, instead of you to be crying, to be feeling as if the world is about to end, to be feeling sad and depressed, you just take a seat back, you analyze the situation, and you respond. You say, okay, I didn't do it well this time, but I will put in more effort and I'll do better next time. I'll do better in the next. I'll study harder and I will make a better result. You see, it makes you calm. Emotional resilience makes you calm. It makes you relaxed. It teaches you how to handle life better. And the last one I want to talk about is for you to be intentional. Be intentional about whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is you say you want to do, whatever goal you have set. I heard almost all of you talking about the goals you have set for yourself, right? It's not about saying it. It doesn't end in writing it down. It's about you carrying out those goals that you have set. Are you going to carry it out? Are you going to carry out your goal? Thank you very much for your time here.
Thank you once again, Coach Rachael.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, Ma.